I'm Erica Thomas. Here in Arkansas, we are seeing some of the impacts of Russia invading Ukraine. 5 News reporter Catherine Gilker spoke with a local economist. He says if you don't feel the results of it now, you may in the near future.
The economic fallout from the invasion is already becoming quite apparent.
Professor Raja Kali is an economics professor at the University of Arkansas. He says Ukraine is a very large producer of agriculture commodities to all of Europe. He says the situation has created a lot of uncertainty, and that has shown in the stock market.
That's really the reason why the stock market has dipped quite significantly over the last couple of days. Today, it has moved up again, I think, in part because of the expectation that there may be negotiations coming.
He says another effect we'll feel is inflation. The Federal Reserve is working to get inflation under control, and it becomes more complicated because of the sharp increase in gas prices. Kali says Russia produces about 10% of the world's oil supply, and in Europe, 40% of their oil comes from Russia. 70% of Russia's energy exports go to Europe.
The price of oil per barrel has skyrocketed leading up to this conflagration. And I think yesterday it reached $105 per barrel. And that's the highest price it's been since 2014, I think, when Russia invaded Crimea.
For drivers, they aren't happy to be paying more at the pump.
They've gone up considerably, and there's no reason for it when we have all of our own resources here. Our resources are, on the last administration, our prices were down and everybody was doing good.
Even though gas prices are high, we're lucky here in Arkansas to have some of the lowest average gas prices in the country. But Professor Khalid thinks gas prices will level off because there are alternative sources of gas that will eventually kick in.
The U.S. has become a very large gas producer, and the U.S. can step into the breach and increase its gas exports to Europe and calm gas markets to some extent.
Covering news where you live, Catherine Gilker, 5 News.
AAA says the average gas price in Arkansas is $3.20, with the lowest prices statewide in Hot Springs. Cybersecurity